Welcome, everyone, to episode 50 of the Ghiyam podcast. We are going to be diving deeper into what we talked about last week, which is how to build a vessel for miracles as it relates to how we view ourselves, how we appreciate ourselves, and to start being able to give permission to take care of ourselves, because a lot of people are pushing away abundance, miracles, love, relationships without even realizing it, because there is a subconscious belief system that they don't deserve to receive. And I want to speak about that more as it relates to the energy of this week and how we can create miracles, given the wisdom and tools that the sages gave us for this period of time. I also always want to share ways that you can connect more and join me live anywhere you are around the world. People always ask, where's the best place to learn the wisdom of Kabbalah, to see miracles in your life? And I always say it is yourinfinitesoul.com. This is my foundational masterclass where you can pay whatever you feel is right to you. It's about 3 hours of content that you can listen to or watch on demand anywhere around the world. And we have it coming out in Spanish as well soon. So if it's something that you feel called to do, to go beyond just my podcasts and my social media content, I promise you, the moment you embark deeper on this journey and learn this wisdom, you will see miracles and you will see life in a way you never have before. I'm also going to be traveling, and I will be next July 13th in Paris for a seminar on how to manifest our soul's destiny. And I do believe it is worth flying in if you feel called to. It will be about 8 hours, and it will be about 200 to 300 people joining us from all around the world. And after that, August 10th, I'll be in Los Angeles, followed by September 7th in Miami, and then in New York, London, Tel Aviv, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and did I miss something? Nah. I think we'll be adding a few more cities. Some more places that I do want to come to actually is Mexico City is on the map. And I know I have to make my way out to India at some point. I know that some of our biggest following and audience is out in India as well as Australia. So I am receiving your messages. I'm always listening. Whatever you send me, even if I cannot respond to, I am looking at everything. I do want to know how to serve you best. So we're in this together. So if there's places that you would like me to come to, always let me know. All right, so let's talk about the energy of this week. And if you haven't heard last week's podcast, it's quick, it's powerful, and it speaks a lot about what we're going to talk about today, but we're going to go deeper now. One of the reasons why we are attracting the wrong people into our lives, or situations that we don't like, people who take advantage of us, take advantage of our time, don't respect our energy, don't respect who we are. People are canceling on you, or fighting you, or opposing you. One of the reasons is because there is a level of a lack of respect, or more respect that we can have for ourselves. Oftentimes, we do not believe that we deserve to receive. And one of the things that Kabbalah is helping us understand is you were created to receive everything. Your soul was created in order to reveal the totality of the light of the Creator. And within that light exists all the fulfillment you can possibly imagine. That is love, that is a soulmate partnership, that is friendship, that is clarity at every moment, certainty at every moment. It is healing. It is the ability to be able to have mind over matter, to be able to rise above this physical world. The Kabbalists actually say that our birthright is to feel happiness and joy all the time, even if we're having challenges. And we will have challenges, and we will have obstacles, and we'll have people who will get in our way, but that doesn't mean we need to be sad or feel pain and suffering. It's all in our consciousness. And what happens is when you elevate to the vibration of the Creator, you create a vessel for this light. And when you have a vessel for this light, it doesn't matter what's happening around you, you become so elevated. You actually see the future. Because if at one moment, let's say at this moment, you're having financial trouble and something's not going right in your business, something's not going right with your investments, or you're in a legal challenge right now, that's painful, that is scary, and it's going to keep you up at night. It's going to cause anxiety. It's going to cause you to snap at other people. It's going to cause you to feel fear. You're going to feel that pit in your stomach. We've all been there. But what if the Creator showed you that in exactly 1 month, all your problems will be resolved? And not only would they be resolved, but because of what you went through, you are going to have more miracles, more fulfillment, more blessings than ever before. And it's going to be in such a way that you would have never expected. If the Creator showed you that, would you have any pain right now? Would you have any anxiety? Would you be able to sleep tonight? Even though right now you don't have it. If you are shown in a vision, if you're shown with utter clarity and certainty, and in 1 month all your problems are going away, you wouldn't stress at all. So it's not that we don't have something that's causing us pain. It's that we cannot see the future. We cannot see if we will still have this blessing or not. Everything could be going great in your life, but how do I know tomorrow will be the same? How do I know that my kids are going to be okay? How do I know that the money will still be there? How do I know that this thing that's going great is still going to be going great? And so we have fear, we have anxiety. So it's not about what's happening now, but it's about a vision of the future. And what Kabbalah is teaching us is through the elevation of our consciousness, the transformation of our negativity, and the overcoming of our doubts and our fears and our anxiety. And we're choosing to feel whole, and we're choosing to have certainty beyond logic in painful times, realizing that it's the reason our soul came to this world, that it is our soul's correction. It is our tikkun that we came to this world, that everything you are facing is your correction. Is your correction, is your opportunity, and your soul asked for this. It's the only reason you came to this world. And it's the way you remove what's called, we learned this in Your Infinite Soul, the bread of shame, the lack of earning that the soul felt. And you realize all of this, and you do the work, and then your consciousness elevates, and your soul goes to a new place where the light is revealed, and the darkness goes away. And when we say that the darkness goes away, what we are really saying is time collapses. You see the future, because time doesn't really exist. Time only exists from the point of view of the vessel, not the point of view of the light. In the realm of the Creator, there is no time. So when we act like the Creator, we remove time. When we act like the vessel, which is the taker, the needy one, the angry one, the jealous one, the controlling one, the fearful one, then we enter the world of time. And when you enter the world of time, you can't see the future, and that's why you have pain now. But when you enter the realm of the Creator, what we often call the 99% realm, or the tree of life, where the light is fully revealed in its spiritual form, and then as a result, in this physical world, you start to see the future. And when you start to see the future, you will actually be shown, or if you're not shown clearly, you'll feel that it's all going to be okay. And a lot of people tell me this from the moment they take Kabbalah, whether it's the podcast or social media content, tidbits here and there, but especially when they learn the full system in the level 1 course, they're like, you know what? I'm going through so many challenges. In fact, my life is falling apart. And usually I would be a wreck right now. Everything would be, I don't even know how I'm living. I don't even know how I would live right now. But for some reason, I feel like everything's going to be okay. I'm not even worried about it. I'm sleeping great. Where's this feeling coming from? It's not that they're delusional. It's that through the work that they did, they were given access on a soul level to a time in the future, and the future is really now, but in time in the future where it's all going to work out. And not only work out, they're going to even have more than they ever thought. Now, they may not see exactly when that is because we're not prophets, at least not yet. But at least we're being shown, or on a physical level, that it's going to be okay. And as a result, you have certainty and peace of mind now. This is the power of the spiritual work. This is the power of the work that the sages and the Kabbalists have given us. And I do want to say, whatever religion you're part of, because I hear this all the time, whatever religion you're part of, whatever spiritual path you're part of, if there's a person you follow that you love, that you're connected to, or their teaching, or their wisdom, or their books, know that your soul is attracted to them because it is considered that through them, or through that religion, or through that culture, or through that spiritual path, even if your path is to have no path, even if your path is not to believe in anything, or not to believe in God or the Creator, that's totally fine. That is your path. In fact, your soul chose to be an atheist, knowing that that's the best way it can fulfill its correction. So what I want to say is, whatever path that your soul chose, it is a good path, and you must stay on this path if you feel called to. All Kabbalah is doing is enhancing your path. Kabbalah is the ancient universal secrets that were given since the beginning of time to all the sages. And all the sages who started all the major religions access the wisdom of Kabbalah. Kabbalah is the soul of these religions. It is the soul of these teachings. It is the soul of everything from Abraham to Moses to Jesus to Muhammad to the greatest spiritual giants we've ever known. And so when you learn Kabbalah, you're learning how to be a better Muslim, be a better Jew, to be a better Christian. You're learning how to unlock the secrets of your path. It's not about you leaving a path to come study Kabbalah. You're using Kabbalah to enhance your path and enhance your consciousness. And even if all you did is learn one thing and you never learned it again, and that one thing helped you in your business, then that's great too. The point of this wisdom is to help reveal light where you feel darkness. So, going back to what we said before, the greatest vessel, you could be doing all the spiritual work, by the way. You could have certainty. And you can be always coming from a giving place, which is the Creator is a giving force. So you're coming from a giving place. That's a vibration of the Creator. But if you do not believe that you deserve to receive, or you have a problem with receiving, you have a problem with receiving endless love. What if I told you, I want to give you endless love? Does that make you feel uncomfortable? What if I told you, I want to give you endless wealth? Does that make you feel uncomfortable? I want to give you endless luxury and travel and happiness. Just receive. I want you to have gifts. I want you to receive gifts all day long. Of course, we all verbally will say that sounds great. But is there a part of you that feels uncomfortable? When I say that you deserve to stop working completely and receive everything endlessly, how does that make you feel? Well, that's what the Creator is trying to do, trying to give to you. But if you feel that you do not deserve, either because you feel that receiving is negative or selfish, or I had a lot of people write to me saying they are pushing success away because they're afraid of the evil eye. So think about that for a moment. Some woman wrote to me and said, I'm afraid to be wealthy and successful because I'm afraid people will be jealous of me. That's like people who say, I don't want to make money because I don't want to pay taxes to the government because I don't like the government. That doesn't make any sense. Well, I understand why we feel this way, but it doesn't make sense from the point of view of wanting to be happy. Because what I told this person was, the evil eye comes when there's lack and fear. When you're creating and you're becoming successful and you're giving, it's not the success that is drawing the evil eye. It is all the negative bits of consciousness and the negative forces, which I'll explain in a moment, which are attracting the evil eye. For example, a person becomes successful. The success doesn't draw evil eye. It's that the person becomes successful and then is looking for approval and wanting someone to see that they're successful. It's the wanting of the validation which creates the spiritual opening to draw evil eye, because lack attracts lack. The desire for approval is a low vibration, so it attracts another low vibration energy, which is jealousy. It's not about the success. It's not about the wealth. It's not about the abundance that is drawing people's jealousy. It's about how you use that to feed your soul's correction, your negativity, what we call your tikkun, and your infinite soul. So if you're using your money, if you're using your platform, if you're using your beauty to take from people, to feed some kind of insecurity, to prove something to the world, and you're not coming from a place of wholeness, then on top of that, we attract the evil eye and the jealousy, and then it's a vicious spiral downwards. A lot of times people have a belief system that they need to suffer to be successful. Do you believe that you can become a billionaire in 1 second, overnight? You believe that in 24 hours you can make $1 billion? We all have a belief system that, if I said in 24 hours, what do you feel is easy for you to make? Everyone has a number. And that number can be anywhere from $100. Some people will tell me $1,000. Some people will tell me $100,000. Some people will tell me $100 million. There are a few people in this world that would say to you, it is easy to make $1 billion in 1 day, 1 hour. It is easy. The easier you think and believe something is indicative of a belief system that allows that energy to be received. The more difficult you think something is, the smaller the vessel to receive that energy. Now, you may want to rewind that and hear that again, but you know what? I'll share it again with you. The easier you believe something to be, the bigger your vessel is to receive that energy. The more difficult you believe something to be, the smaller your vessel is to receive that energy. For example, this week someone was telling me, someone who's been single for a while, and I asked her, how is dating for you here in Los Angeles? She said, well, as you know, there are studies that show that Los Angeles is the worst place to date. I said, actually, I just read a study that said Los Angeles was the second worst place to date, that New York was the first. She said, oh no, New York, I think is great. And then with this conversation we had basically resulted in everyone thinks that where they live is the worst place to date. That's the bottom line. Wherever they live, that's the worst place. And then they back it by LA as this kind of people, and LA's focuses on that. And then it's the energy of Hollywood, it's the energy of all these things. And everyone's got a beautiful explanation. But what do we know? There are always people who are the outliers. These are the people who could not give a damn about studies, about history, about what the stats are. They just create their own reality. Meaning, if this person went to the Antarctic and they believed with 100% certainty that it was easy to find their soulmate, they would find their soulmate in the Antarctic. That's what would happen. Meaning, someone would decide to go on some bizarre travel and experience the Antarctic, and that person would be who you were meant to meet. Or, who knows? Well, it's not for us to decide the illogical ways that the Creator decides to work. But it's never about the town. It's never about the city. It's never about the app. It's never about the outside thing. It's only about what's going on inside your consciousness. What do you believe is easy? And what do you believe is hard? And what do you believe you deserve? You must know that you deserve to receive everything endlessly. That's the Creator wanting to be revealed inside of you. And if you don't reveal the Creator, it means the Creator won't be revealed. You deserve to have nice clothing, if that is whatever that means to you. If there's ever been something that you wanted to buy for yourself, but you didn't, as long as it's within your financial means, and the truth is, I would even say some of the best decisions I always made was to spend beyond my means as a way to train my vessel that it cannot limit me. My teachers taught me always punch above my weight class. And some people will tell you the opposite, but if you do this with the right intention and the right certainty, a good level of certainty, you'll always see miracles. For example, one thing I never was cheap about was investing money in my consciousness. I mean, this is the most important muscle you have. My consciousness determines my vessel for wealth. I will always invest in it. Whether it was $1,000, $5,000, $50,000, if I knew something was going to elevate my consciousness, help me have more certainty, help me have remove negative and limited belief systems, I invested the money in it. I would travel to another part of the world and I would invest and I would go and I would do it. I once paid $8,000 or $10,000 to go for a 3-day seminar in which after the first 2 hours, I learned something so powerful, I left after the first few hours. I said, I don't even want to stay for the rest of it because what I already learned was worth 100 times what I spent, and I just want to focus on implementing this one thing that I just learned. Investing in consciousness, investing in your consciousness is believing in yourself. And what will happen actually when you start to invest money in your consciousness, in who you are and the power of who you are, the narcissists go away. The abusers go away. The people who waste your time and waste your energy go away because you are now setting a new benchmark for your vibration, which is I'm investing in myself. I have seen this categorically. If you invest in yourself, the people who are sucking your energy leave because now you're only allowed to attract people who invest in you. If you're not investing in yourself spiritually, intellectually, physically, emotionally, then you're giving a signal to everyone else to come and take from you and abuse you because you're not investing. If you invest in yourself, other people invest in you. If you don't invest in yourself and you want to be a martyr, then everyone's going to take from you. and the abusers will find you. The people who are wasting your time will find you. When it came to renting a home or buying a home, when it came to leasing or buying a car, when it came to traveling, I always ask myself, what is the level or class right above where I'm at so that I can stretch myself, so that I can push myself? Now, if only if you feel called. Not everyone is meant to be XYZ millionaire, billionaire, whatever. We all feel called. I'm always trying to address the people who feel called but are ignoring the calling. And our calling could be very different. Some people have a monetary calling. Some people have a purpose-driven calling. Some people have a calling to be a mother or a father. I can't tell you like how many opportunities I get on a daily basis to start a new business, to invest in a new project. I knew this and I knew that. Be on the board of this, try this. There's so many things. And by the way, guess what? 9 out of 10 of these opportunities probably will make a lot of money and probably will do good for people. But I realized I don't feel called to do that. And I'm not going to go do something I don't feel called to do. But I do feel called to spread this wisdom. It is what I've been doing for 25 years. And now finally, because I'm semi-retired from my other company, from Marry with Organics, I feel that now I can actually put the time and energy I've always wanted to bring this wisdom out to the world, while before I could not. Raising a family, getting out of debt, building a business from scratch, it did not afford me the time to be able to invest in you, in this audience, in this platform. But here's what's interesting. What the negative side is always trying to distract me from the thing that I feel called to do. So there's really two things here. One, if you feel called to do something, constantly pursue it. Constantly stretch yourself in that area. Constantly see what more you can be doing. I'm always asking myself, okay, and I'm telling the team, what more could we be doing? How can we set our goals higher? How can we help more people either in a way that's beneficial for them or on a macro level? How are we going to reach more souls? We always have to be asking this question. But what the negative side does is one of two things. Either gets you not to punch above your weight class in the thing you feel called to do, not to stretch you in the thing you feel called to do, or distract you by making other things important. Because guess what? When everything is important, nothing is important. There's this opportunity and there's that opportunity, and you start to look for this and you start to put your time over here and put your energy over here. I was talking to somebody and I said, what's the thing that's bringing you down the most? These relationships I have with my friends. I said, why are you friends with them? They said, well, we've been friends for 30 years. I'm not going to abandon them. I said, what are you talking about? Just because you've known someone for 30 years, you're allowing them to suck 30% of your time and energy, and you're not elevating them and they're not elevating you, but you're just living, you're just connecting with them because you feel guilt. Like, do you realize that you are completely being consumed by your soul's correction of guilt and shame? I said, release them. Release them and release yourself so you can go create and do the thing. You're trying to build a company. You're trying to build your passion and your love. And you're telling me that 30% of your time is being sucked or consumed by your quote unquote friends. And you're only friends with them because you were friends with them. So you must be friends with them again. What does that even mean? You're only holding on to them because you have fear. And so there's so many things that we're doing out of fear to distract ourselves, not to do the thing that we feel called to do. What is calling you? You know it, you feel it. It's a voice, it's a sound, it's a feeling, it's a vision. And stop distracting yourself. And you have permission to let things go. And guess what? You have permission to disappoint people. People often ask, how did you create Marry with Organics? Marry with Organics, somehow, I don't even know how, has become one of the leading supplement vitamin companies in the world. Like probably in the top 5, if not the top 3. And I believe soon to be the number 1. And I can't, I mean, there's so many secrets that go into this. I talk a lot about this. And this isn't just me plugging a course. Um, People are often saying, I wish I knew more and understood more about your courses. The Limitless Abundance 6-hour course that I gave it here in Los Angeles and we filmed it. It's called Limitless Abundance. It's on my website. I go deeper into like the 5 spiritual concepts that we share on how we built the brand. And this was even about a year ago. This isn't even including all the new secrets and the new things that have developed since then, which I hope to add to it. But one of the biggest lessons that I learned was being okay with disappointing people. Because a lot of personalities, and only you will know if you are of such, we hold ourselves back from doing things that we know will be good for us and good for others because of maybe the illusion of disappointing people. Disappointing someone because they're used to having them in your life. Disappointing someone because there's a status quo that you need to fit into, or a cultural thing you need to fit into, or a family thing you need to fit into. Think of how many people are in relationships and marriages, and they're just not happy. And I always ask the question, I said, if you did not have kids, what would you do? She said, oh, I would divorce immediately. And we're not saying what a person should do, but we must not ignore the pain. We must not ignore the suffering that we're feeling. We must at least address it spiritually because you are meant to receive 100%. Now, are you saying that you're going to live the next 5, 10, 20 years of your life where 50% of it is suffering because you're looking for the approval of your children, or you're looking for the approval of your society, or you're looking for the approval of your religion? It's a total illusion. In fact, if your kids knew that you were suffering on their behalf, which, by the way, they are energetically feeling, they would resent you for it. Imagine you tell your kids every day, son, daughter, I am miserable, but guess what? I'm doing it for you. It'd be horrible. And if you wouldn't actually verbally tell them that, you're energetically telling them that by suffering in whatever situation you're in. I know people who don't have careers, or they don't pursue their dreams or their hobbies because they feel they have to take care of the kids. And I have 4 kids of my own, and I understand the importance of being present as a parent, and I understand the importance of energetically being there for them. But you must also know that when you are not happy and you are not reaching your soul's potential, then you are not transferring anything to your children. Your children's happiness is not a function of the time you spend with them. It is a function of the level of soul and light you transfer to them. Spending 8 hours with them, but you are secretly miserable in your life, is nowhere near as beneficial as spending 30 minutes with them, but you are the happiest man or woman and the most appreciative man or woman, and you are truly, authentically living your life's purpose in the best possible way. And I have seen this empirically, having coached thousands of family members, thousands of families for the last 20 years. Everything is energy and not a function of time. This is the week, and this is actually the month of Cancer and Leo. This incredible energy is available for all of us to receive much more than we've ever thought possible. But in order to do that, we must first let go of our limitations around receiving. We must believe in ourselves. We must respect the fact that the Creator wants to give us. We must learn how to receive. We must know that receiving is easy. We must know that receiving can happen any moment. We must know that we deserve. We must know that we don't have to suffer in silence for other people's approval that doesn't even really exist. We must know that we don't have to give away a portion of our life to people who aren't growing from it or enjoying it or appreciating it just because of some kind of status quo or religion or culture. At the end of the day, when you reveal the light of your soul, the darkness goes away and everyone will feel it. But be true to yourself, be authentic, listen to your calling, and follow the spiritual rules. Don't be selfish. Don't be reactive about how you do things. Do it with certainty. Do it with wholeness. Do it in a way that you know is transformational for you. and kind to other people. And it's okay if you disappoint them. When you disappoint someone, it doesn't mean you're not kind. My children are disappointed all the time when I tell them they can't do certain things that I know are harmful for them. And it's not easy, but you should try something different if you haven't in a while. Try disappointing someone if you feel that it's in the best interest of both of you, because the disappointment is really just a moment. It's just the ego that's hurt for a moment. And then eventually they will feel your light. They will feel your energy. Maybe not right away. And that's a test for you so that you can feel comfortable with being uncomfortable. You can feel comfortable with someone not liking you. Well, that's okay. You'll sit through that pain. You'll transform the pain. You'll reveal the light of your soul, and everyone's going to feel that light. And the darkness is going to go away. Let's do a mantra. Let's do a meditation now to solidify this and bring this energy of miracles into our lives this week. Creator, give me the strength and the vision to see what you want me to do, what I feel called to do. Remove all the forces, the entities, the noise that is trying to distract me from this calling. Open my eyes to how endlessly you desire for me to receive. I want to feel it. I want to experience it. I want to know that you want to give me millions of times more than I even want to receive. I want this to be my new reality. I want to surrender the need to appease people, to limit my light, just to not step on any toes, to make anyone uncomfortable. I want to release all of that. I know that when I shine my greatest light, egos might be hurt, but eventually everyone will feel and see this light. Give me the strength to always have certainty, to feel whole inside, and to be a complete vessel, conduit for all the light that is meant to be revealed in my life. I'm willing to surrender all of what I think I need to do and have it replaced with your desires. And I know I will be guided towards my highest destiny.